Hello, welcome to the Video Game Valley. It's a beautiful day today, a perfect 72 degrees out. We're continuing Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Got a green tea with me, green tea with jasmine. Get ready for the worst sounds. Oh, all sorts of baby sounds and boinks and bonks. And other things. Anyone here see the trailer for the second Mario movie? Is there a new Mario movie coming out? I did see the first animated feature film Mario movie, and I did not care for it. I did not care for the film. Yesterday, you questioned the legitimacy of the 37th Half-Life 3 hoax, and yet, just today, Valve announces 3 new products. Coincidence? Yeah, they got 3 new products, and, still no Half-Life 3 announcement. I think they're toying with us. They release things in numbers of 3. They know what they're doing. Remember when Steam made games? Well, when is the last game that they made? I guess that's Half-Life Alyx, right? Starring Alex Vance. I didn't play that one because I don't have a VR thing that can play it. Deadlock? Deadlock. That 15 minutes into the Mario movie was bad. Yeah, it's just a kind of movie that I don't really like. Sometimes you watch a movie and you can just... I don't know. Filmmaking is a collaborative art, and there are many movies you watch where you can feel that collaboration. You can see many people working together to create a piece of art. Many people working in their craft, just lending their soul to this piece. A good example of this is the original live-action Mario movie, which I think is a much better film. The original live-action Mario movie, which got a lot of hate at the time, still gets a lot of hate, is undoubtedly a work of art. You watch that film, and you can see a number of performers giving their all, like genuinely trying their best to put in a good performance. You see a number of incredible set designers really putting their craft on display. Excellent prop designers. There's all sorts of people who worked very hard in that film, and you can see their work. Now, the movie itself was constantly under siege by executives, trying to wrestle control away and turn it into something else. And so the end result is kind of is a bit lopsided. Like it doesn't quite reach the heights that it's trying for. But it's undoubtedly art. There's art on display in that film. You watch the animated Super Mario movie, and instead of seeing the collaborative work of a number of artists, there are a number of artists who worked on the movie, but what I feel, the main thing that I feel when I watch that movie is the hands of the executives. I feel a committee sitting together and making every decision. I feel like there was a writer who wrote the film, and then slowly every single bit of it was sectioned off and modified and brought to some vote. Like every little piece of it was sectioned off and under strict executive control the entire time. And I just get very tired watching the movie. Dennis Hopper is the only Bowser. He does a great job. You know, every actor in that film is doing very good work. A lot of interesting actors giving interesting performances. Now, I think the movie, the original Mario, the live-action Mario movie, I think had that movie not been so attacked as it was being put together, I think it could have had more of a singular identity. I think it could have been a genuinely great movie. Instead, it's just a sort of lopsided but interesting relic. But it's compelling to watch. Never did see that one. I think you would enjoy watching it. I actually think you would enjoy watching that one. Alright, where are we going? Jack Black, guys. I feel like Jack Black is all of the actors in the animated Mario film. They're all professionals. They're all doing professional work. I think the only actor who's like trying to like bring joy to the performance is Jack Black. But I don't really think he's given a whole lot to work with, so it just... his performance just makes me feel a little sad. Got an egg. This is a chomp rock. Roll it as far as you can and see what happens. Never watched one of your streams. You're a vital part of my life for the last God knows how many years. I'm 26 and I still remember the first Charlie videos. Wanted to say thank you for everything. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you, you tuning in and saying those very kind words. Glad you like my work. Still got new videos coming out every month. But if you only tune in every once in a while to rewatch the old ones, that's cool too. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Alright, fine. Fine, I'll roll the ball into you. If that's what you want, I'll do it. I'll roll the ball into you and destroy your immortal body. some stars. Especially love the table. Yeah, if you like llamas with hats and Charlie and the Unicorn, you'll really like the hour-long audio play I did called The Table. Definitely check that out. Oh no, I can't roll this. What the heck? Maybe I can from over here. Here we go. Nice. No, come on. There we go. Oh, no, I can't get the ball down. Here we go. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness, the warfare. the terrible warfare. Stay there for a second. Really hope it hasn't despawned. Nope. Okay. I don't know why I need to bring this so far, but I feel like I do. Go back for just a second. Just a second. Just 1 second. Son of a gun. Okay. Okay, we got it. We're good. Nope. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't realize. Oh God. I needed to prepare. Oh, no, I guess I've prepared enough. Oh, I see. Now I can go into this, this door. What the heck? Don't hurt my baby. That's my baby you're hurting. That's my baby. Wait, oh. There goes my baby. Oh. Now I gotta go all the way back and get the ding-dang rock. Alright, it didn't despawn. That's fine. Oh yeah, I need it. shell. Back a little bit, back. Perfect. No. Oh. Oh, never mind. I don't really understand what's going on here, but that's okay. I see. Alright, I got it. Boo, 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 boo. I solved the mystery. The level is complete. $66, perfect. That's as high as it goes. 4-6 Lakeshore. Alright. Boop, 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 boop. Oh no, my baby. I don't think that'll work. Oh, I gotta put a shell in here, can't I? Yo, I gotta try. I gotta try putting the shell in the flower. I don't actually think it's gonna do anything. Oh, it does! I had no idea the shells worked. My god, this changes everything. I don't think it does. That's fine. Let's get the big fish there now. Let's get a bunch of eggs. All right. Come on. Oh no. I dropped one of the coins. That's alright. I haven't been 100%ing like any levels outside of the very first one, so it's no problem. We could do poorly. You know what? I actually want to play poorly. Intentionally. I want to do that intentionally. Do you understand me? Nice. Ah, dang it. Oh, never mind. No, my stars! No, my baby and my stars. Sometimes you lose your baby and your stars all at once. Do I even want to go down there? I don't know what I want to do. What do I want out of life? You know what's really funny? There's a key there. Nice. I've had, over the past... I'd say over the past, like, month or so, I've gotten multiple messages from people at various points. And these messages have all been very, very kind. But they've all said one thing in particular, and this thing is, they think I seem like a very happy person. Like, you seem like a very happy person. You seem like someone with few cares in the world. I'm glad I give that impression. They don't watch the stream. I think they do watch this stream. They might be watching right now. I mean, there's like 6 or 7 people I've gotten messages from. It's largely because of the fact that, like, Charlie the Unicorn's turning 20, and so there's like, I'm just getting occasional messages from people who are like, I don't know, reminiscing. Oh, God. Chase, thank you for the $9.99. Here's another message from a point in time. How many years have I been asking about dogs? Probably near a decade. Any dogs or just Yoshis? Good question. Looking for my, there we go. I found my eyeglass cleaner. My eyeglasses need to be cleaned. Yeah, it's been a little bit. When did I play the Dog Island? There's a couple of people who would make ongoing comments over the years. I don't remember how long the dog thing has been going on. It's been a while, though. Thank you, Chase. It's the laughter. Yeah, I mean, I laugh a lot at stuff. I'm a laughy person. Oh, God. No, my baby! Dang it. I keep losing my baby. That's it. Sorry. Ooh. Yeah, come over here. Too many flippy, jumpy people. secret over here. Nice. Ooh. I gotta remember not to use my tongue. Dang, it's gone. Okay, so this apparently just kind of goes up. Oh, is that what I meant to do? Almost. Got a one-up. Oh. Well, hey. I don't want to go this way. Yeah, come this way. Not quite, okay. Nope. Get back here. All right. Chase, thank you for the 1999. I remember first being shown Charlie at a Cub Scout retreat, so we snuck into the computer lab at the Cub Scouts camp, which is weird they had one. Computer lab at the Cub Scout camp. We got caught after watching and we all had to clean toilets. I was 11. Well, sorry I had to clean the toilets, but thank you for watching. Thanks. Thanks for watching the vid. Cub Scouts. I was in Cub Scouts. Did some scouting. Did really well at the Pinewood Derby. First place in local, second place in regional. The Pinewood Derby. eat you. I need an egg. Thank you. Okay. I need more egg, though. I must find additional egg. There we go. Oh, no. I could have had an egg. No, nope. There we go. Wait, how do I get that? And let's try this. Stars. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Dang it. Let me get some more egg. No! No, my baby! No, my baby! Alright, I got my baby back. They took my baby! I don't have an egg now. Oh my god. Thank you. Come on, shoot more egg. I need more egg. There's a veteran at the post office today who brought a sweet little support terrier in. She was so small, she walked right under the swinging doors, came hang out with us behind hang out behind the counter with me. Nice. Wonderful. Very glad you got to have dog hang out today. Sounds great. The 2 towers, thank you for the $5. Are those, the Lord of the Rings towers, or the 9/11 towers, or some other tower? What are the towers? Keep hearing about the Dog Island. Want to know the lore of the Dog Island and the dog? Yeah, the Dog Island is an island with dogs from the dog. The dog is a brand of toys. They're dogs. Are they toys? I guess they're figures. It's a brand of, like, dog figures called the Dog. And they made a video game. It's The Dog Island. Oh. Okay. Well, that sucks. Not happy about that. So in the Dog Island, essentially there are many problems these dogs are facing, such as apocalypse. It is an apocalyptic game. You would think the stakes of the Dog Island, a game about cute little dogs, would be rather low, but the stakes could not be higher. It starts out with a little dog in this little dog family, and your little dog sibling is deathly sick. There is no cure. At least, there is no cure where you live. But you've heard, possibly, that there's a cure elsewhere on the Dog Island. So you travel to the Dog Island to try to find this cure for your sibling who is near death. You constantly get letters from your dog mother, essentially implying that you better succeed because your dog sibling is the important one in the family and you are expendable. One message that I remember, which is the most, like, upsetting message I've ever seen from an in-game parent. You get a message from your mother thanking you for what you're doing for your sibling, but the way she words it... Are you ready? The way she words it is, thank you for everything you're doing for my family. Could you imagine if your mother said this to you? Can you imagine if you're off trying to get medicine for your sibling and your mother writes to you and says, thank you for everything you're doing for my family? Anyway, as you're on the dog island, you encounter a little demon spirit who warns of the end times, which are clearly coming. Clearly coming. All dogs are going to perish. The world is going to perish. The old ones are awakening. It may sound like I'm joking. I am not. So there's there's a song that opens the Dog Island game. I would like to read you the lyrics. The song that the Dog Island opens with is someone singing to someone that they care about deeply who has perished. I always think of you, and I'll try to cross the Emerald Ocean as long as the stars are guiding me. I don't know how much time I need. My dreams sometimes look so far away, and I feel like I am lost. There are angels all around me. They give me faith and hope with wings to fly, and I have to fly right now to the skies to find tomorrow. I keep calling you. I keep calling you, but there's no answer from you. I'm drifting all by myself. So many tears are falling down. I always think of you, and I'll try to cross the Emerald Ocean. As long as the stars are guiding me, I don't know how much time I need. It's a miracle we could find each other in this world. Don't know how far it is to get there, but we know we're always happy. So we're trying to look for our dreams. Now, the way that it's actually sung.
I always think of you and I'll try to cross the Emerald Ocean. As long as the stars are guiding me, I don't know how much time I need.
This is a game about dog apocalypse. This is about the end of the world.
My dreams sometimes look so far away, and I feel like I am lost. There are angels all around me. They give me faith and hope with wings to fly, and I have to fly right now to the sky to find tomorrow.
I keep calling you, but there's no answer from you.
I'm drifting all by myself. So many tears are falling down.
So many tears are falling down.
I always think of you, and I'll try to cross the emerald ocean. As long as the stars are guiding me, I don't know how much time I need. It's a miracle that we could find each other in this world. Don't know how far it is to get there, but we know we're always happy, 'cause we're flying to look for a dream together.
So, as you're playing the Dog Island, as you're playing this game about trying to save your sibling from death, and eventually trying to save all of the dogs from perishing. You meet a variety of characters, and each and every one of the storylines you think is going to go in one direction, and goes in a deeply different direction. I'll give you one example. There's a doctor in the village. There's a dog doctor. And one of the other dogs is like, "Hey, Roof Roof, that dog doctor." I don't know why I'm saying dog doctor. We're all dogs. That dog doctor. Well, that dog keeps going off on his own every day. Where is he going? Why don't you follow that dog and find out? And so you see the little dog doctor leave his house, and he looks around. He's like, "Is anyone following me?" "No, I guess not." And the dog doctor goes on, and you start following this dog doctor around. And you're like, what is this dog doctor up to? And you go from area to area following this dog doctor, and this cute little dog doctor with these little dog glasses looks around to make sure he's not being followed, and you keep following this little doggy, and eventually you get to a gravestone. And you approach the dog, and the dog doctor is very surprised to see you and says, I suppose I have to tell you. This right here, this was my first patient. Because of my negligence, they died. I killed this person. Because of my hubris, I killed this dog. I was a young doctor. I thought I knew everything. I was wrong, and they paid the price. Oh god, and so many of the quests are like this in this game. Oh no, no, my baby. You know so much about this game. We streamed it. We streamed like the whole game. It was years ago, but It is an experience. What am I doing? Why don't I just... Yeah, here we go. This feels like a baby area. Hey! What am I doing? No! My baby! Alright. Okay. I understand what jump I need to make now. I get it. I got it. But what's over here? Oh no, I don't have an egg. Dang it. Alright, whatever. Maybe I can eat one of these kids. No? Okay. Well, I really wanted to eat one of your children. Yeah, it's just some stars. No, my baby! No, my baby! Oh, it was ghosts, of course. I don't even know what hit me. It was ghost. What the heck? Dang it. Alright, that's fine. I don't need that one up. Look at all those coins up there. You know what? I don't care. 2 towers? Thank you for the $5. Thank you for years of laughter, too. Charlie the Unicorn's almost 20 is crazy. It's an honor to just have this interaction alone and Dog Island lore. Dog Island, a very important piece of art. Extremely important piece of video game history. Oh wait, I didn't even realize I took this kid. My god, I'm a kidnapper. Can't imagine kidnapping a child like in real life. I don't want to have to deal with a kid. It's inexplicable to me. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, God, you. Oh, it's a key! Oh, and I lost a child. I did it. I did it this time. No problem. Where does this key go? What the heck? Alright. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, just got this castle. You turn them into eggs. That's interesting. Yeah, oh, whoa, whoa. There we go. Got it in one. Oh, why is Mario a blobfish in the bottom drawing? How do you know Mario's not a blobfish? That they put a hat on. How do you know Mario's not a blobfish? Whoa, whoa, my baby! Alright, well, I got my baby back. I wanted to get more egg. Ew, yuck. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh. Is it another staircase? Hey, hey, hey. These coins. Yeah, Got some stars. Should I go through that door? What's down here, do you think? No, I can't even get down there. That's okay. Nice. Well, I got one of the stars. Dang it. More stars. And I'm back here. No. What did I want this for? Oh yeah, I wanted to see if that did anything. Nope. Alright. Okay, let's loop around again. Dang it, all my eggs. No, my other eggs. Oh, and I need an egger right there. This is where I came from. What a fool I am. Okay, I need the key. God, I'm gonna have to get a whole bunch of eggs. Seems rather complicated. Oh no. Excuse me. Get another egg. Perfect. Try again. No, my baby. Where is my baby? Gotta find my baby. That's what I meant to do. Where is my baby? Have you seen my baby? We're back here, aren't we? Oh. Dang it, now we're back here. What the heck? Where is my baby? Gotta find my baby. Gotta find my baby. Where the heck has my baby gone? Lim, thank you for the $10. Donation chain, maybe. Part 1, if it fails, it'll still be funny in retrospect. That I tried to start the YouTube stream equivalent of the wave, and it was just me. It's donation chain. I feel like I shouldn't be pushing for this. Well, you can all read the message there. It says donation chain. Yeah, let's get this train ride going. We gotta raise $1,711 a month. for health insurance. Thank you, Lynn. Appreciate it. Bree Stucker cup of tea, thank you for the $2. DC. Thank you, Bree Stucker cup of tea. Appreciate it. Stop getting at other shells. I think there's a taboo against that. Clearly not. They all do it so readily. Ugh. How am I gonna hit that? I think oh, I need to hit this one. God, how? Ozzy, thank you for the $10. DC for Sinclair is named after Claire's Accessories. Parrot's favorite shop in the mall. Thank you. Claire's. Anyone here been to a Claire's recently? Are they still around? I seem to remember there being some Claire's news recently, and it wasn't good. It was bad, whatever it was. Karst Galatea, thank you for the 2 Canadian. Oh no, my baby! You hate to see it. You hate to see... Oh no, my baby. just hate it when the baby gets oh no'd. Thank you, Christ Galate. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, how's the we did it. Right. How's the strike going? Is that still going on? I imagine it is. It's a rolling strike. Alright, I need to find the key. Okay, maybe I need a turtle shell for this. Where do I even go for a shell? I guess just back here. All those turts. Alright. Good enough. Alright, we did it. We solved the mystery. The MDT or TH3 MDT. Not sure which. Thank you for the $2. Banana bread. Banana bread. What? So you hate zucchini bread? Hey, we got the key. Oh no! You son of a gun! Oh God. Whatever. Whatever, I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't care what you do to me. You can break my bones. You can rip off all my skin, whatever. I don't care about my bones or skin. Does anyone have any particular spikes that they're like, oh, those are the bad ones? Those are the spikes you don't want to be hit with in a video game. You have any real dire spikes where you just think about them and you're like, these are the spikes of nightmares. Not necessarily because they're, oh dang it, particularly vicious spikes, just... Stop it, stop, oh my god. Stop trying to steal my baby. What the heck? No, son of a gun, what the... Jeez Louise. Oh my god, the baby thief here. Mortal Kombat Spike Pit. Oh, interesting, yeah. Mega Man spikes. Mega Man spikes, nice. Spikes I always think of when I think of video game spikes in what the heck? Video game spikes in general. Is from the original Prince of Persia. Oh, I was terrified of those spikes. I thought that's how I, in real life, would end my life. That's how I think. I just knew that one day my body would be at the bottom of a pit on spikes just like that. I just knew one day. One day, one day this would be me. Really a pit, but the spikes Sonic could sprint right into rows. BS. Yeah, for a game all about, you know, going fast, it really loves to throw stuff at you to make you go slow. That was always my problem with Sonic. I wanted to go fast, but the game was like, oh, slow down. Oh. Silent Hill. Oh, Yoshi's about to see his dead wife. Little Koopa came through for me now. I mean, come through. Had not came through, is going to come through. Go forth and rock Yoshi's world. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god. I see. No, no, no. So many eggs. What have you been doing eating all these eggs? Ooh, ooh. No, my baby. Oh, I see. I get it. I wasn't completing the, Oh god, no, my baby! I wasn't completing the segment. I think it's so frightened. My baby, no! The heck? It works sometimes and not other times. Oh no, the eggs are gone. Oop, oop. Ah, dang it, my baby. So many eggs. No, my baby! What part of Yoshi's psyche does this Silent Hill monster represent? I think this is a dark reflection of himself, given all the eggs he's spitting out. I think this is kind of how Yoshi sees himself. You know, Yoshi is a animal who's betraying the other animals in favor of the humans. There's probably at least some sort of lingering guilt there. Wow, we got a new instrument. World 5. Blizzard! Oh. Snow is... Oh my god, what the heck? What the... There's a wizard. Oh my god. No. Be gone, demon. Jesus. Really hard to see here. Oh, those were red coins. Come on. Oh, my baby! Son of a gun. Alright, whatever, I don't care. I do care about this though. I got my baby! Stealing my Dig Dag baby over and over again. Give me a break. You're not gonna get this baby. They should do a mod of this game. It's like Resident Evil 4 based, where Yoshi is Leon and the baby is Ashley. Little house there. His name is Joshua. Yeah, Joshua. You're correct. Sorry, I keep saying Yoshi. It's Joshua. The correct name is Joshua. God. Which one of the coins is red? Nobody knows. Better check them all. Oh no! Got into the pit. I can't try it again? What the heck? Alright, whatever. I don't care, whatever. Just Leon help over and over again. Yeah, you get it. Leon. And that wizard who keeps coming around and making all the enemies big. It could be the Napoleon guy. I forget what his name is. This is the little Napoleon guy. Salazar, yeah. Yeah, then all of the enemies, instead of going big, they just go through whatever the, like, Resident Evil 4 kind of transformation from the T-Virus is. This game is really set up to work well as a Resident Evil 4 sort of analog. Oh no, my baby! Coming after my babies. Can I just toss this penguin into the thing? I don't think I can, but oh, I can. It totally works. Nice. Good to know. Oh God, no, my baby. God, look at that cactus. Keep spitting. You're giving me the means of your own destruction. Oh no, the wizard! Oh my god, the wizard's back again. Dang. God dang it. Alright, whatever. I don't want any of this stuff. I don't want any of this stuff. Just leave me alone. Can't stand that wizard. It's too powerful. $83, alright. Ride the ski lifts. No, my baby. There goes the baby again. What if you had a baby who was getting kidnapped like every 5 seconds? Just let them have the baby. He's like, alright, fine. Clearly you want this baby more than I do. Whatever. The heck? Need the snowball from the start. Oh, I didn't even know there was a snowball. Oh yeah, I thought this was just part of the environment. Well, this would have made the whole area easier. That's what I get for rushing. See, Funko Pop maybe filing for bankruptcy. Yeah. Imagine a world without Funko Pops. Inconceivable. Oh no, my baby. Oh no, my baby. Sometimes you just lose your baby. I'm kind of surprised Funko Pops stuck around as long as they have. It's like, I've just always been surprised when you've seen like a Funko store or something. It's like seeing a Beanie Baby store or something. Like, how is this gonna survive? This is too much real estate. There's a lot of like collectible stuff that I have no opinion on, that I have like no strong feelings towards. There's a lot of Japanese collectibles, there's a lot of American collectibles, there's a lot of collectibles in general that I do not care for, but also do not dislike, do not think about. There's something about Funko Pop that it brings out like an irrational anger in me every time I see it. There's something about the design of Funko Pops that just evokes some like ancient feeling in me. Can't explain it. Just happens. It feels so commercial. Well, I mean, any collectibles is going to be commercial in nature. I guess it just kind of feels like you know how in modern times when corporations like update their logo and they go from like a really well designed logo with personality and stuff to like Helvetica, like a blank Helvetica. The Funko kind of feels like the collectible version of that. Like the thing that makes them like cheap to produce and easy to create many variations of is the very thing that I think makes me dislike them. Like you can't really have a design that is infinitely reproducible in different characters without limiting your the palette you're working from to some extreme degree. There's a couple of Funko Pops that I actually actively dislike, like outside of my dislike of the aesthetics. And it is, ironically, one of the few Funko Pops that they actually, like, I think, put a lot more design work into. I'll show you. So. The Laura Palmer from Twin Peaks Funko Pop. This feels like a gag. This feels like a joke that someone would do to make fun of Funko Pop. Like, it's in such poor taste. For just to remind you, Laura Palmer is a teenage girl who is murdered, is sexually abused and killed. And it's a fun collectible. Fun collectible based on her vicious killing and it just seems in poor taste. I don't really understand how this one works, but nothing. No, I got one. This is an icy stage. Be careful, it is slippery and difficult to walk. Grab a red watermelon, and you can breathe fire 3 times. Use it to melt ice or attack your enemies. Yes, are you my enemy? Yes, apparently so. Ugh, hey! Hey, hey, ow, 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 what the? Oh, I see. Like here. A lot of fan service products seem to basically ignore any themes or meanings in the franchise that they're based off of. It's really weird. Yeah, I mean... over the last, like, 100 years or so, there's been a big intentional shift of art from, like, a aspect of human expression to a product. Now, there's always been a financial element inherent to art. Artists cannot create art without making a living from it. In the oldest of human civilizations, like, artists would generally be travelers who would practice whatever their craft was for food and shelter. But this was not, like, the defining aspect of art. There's definitely been a push by corporations to make art products, and I think a lot of that kind of merch is like an element of that. Do I want to do this? I don't know. I feel like I'm getting to the point where I just don't really care anymore. This is why I complete these levels. These levels are getting a little too busy for me. There's just too much stuff going on. find modern Fallout a bit hard to stomach because it shifted themes from 50s optimism was insane in the face of nuclear annihilation to the 50s were rad and nukes are cool. Oh yeah, there's definitely definitely a lot of that Fallout stuff. I do feel like New Vegas had a lot of interesting themes to it. And to be fair, like original Fallout stuff had a lot of pretty wacky elements. Did you collect anything? These days, the only stuff I collect is like stuff if it relates to my work in some way. It's the only way I can really justify spending money on things like that. So, the stuff that I collect are like I have a large collection of video games specifically for the Video Game Valley. I've got a collection of royalty-free sound effects, which I use for my work, and I've got a collection of royalty-free music also for my work, and I've got a collection of fountain pens now that I also use for my work. It's what I use for the ghost drawings that I do for the Patreon. I need another fire thing, I think. What I have to do? I don't really understand. House and car full of sci-fi and pop culture collectibles. I think there's a lot of like interesting stuff to collect. Like I don't collect that stuff. Primarily because of the fact that I do have a that impulse. Like I just can't justify spending the money on it, but I know that if I start collecting something, I'm gonna end up with too many of it. I do have a difficult time like stopping myself from expanding a collection, so at least if it ends up for work, it's stuff that I can let's try this. Nope. Can at least write some of it off of my taxes. Oh yeah, I need to. There we go. I don't consider something that was mass-produced to be collectible. Well, I mean, what things are only collectible if they're like handmade one by one. But I mean, I think I understand what you're trying to say. What I don't like is stuff that's made for the collectibles market, and this is it's more of a like philosophical distinction. But ever since like Beanie Babies blew up, there have been a lot of companies who have made stuff with collectors in mind, as opposed to like something that down the line people who have an interest in that sort of thing seek out. If this makes sense. Get this bucket. You got a bucket. Alright. Anything sold in Walmart's not collectible. I don't really understand the specific distinction you're going for here. Like, there's people who like I know this just because I like fountain pens, but like there's people who collect like variants of various like Schaefer or Waterman fountain pens from the 1940s. Things like that, but those were all like pens that were sold in department stores. Like I don't think that there's anything that was sold at retail that wasn't produced on an assembly line or something. I'm trying to convince people to stop buying Funko Pops. Oh, I mean, I don't like them, but I don't. People can buy what they want. They make me angry to look at, but you know, people. There's all sorts of stuff that I'm into that other people don't like. I got my issues with Funko Pop, but I feel like of all the concerns I have in this world, that's not one of the top ones. Yeah, there's so many coins. As many coins as I can. Alright, that's enough. But yeah, Pokemon cards are an interesting thing to bring up. So, with like... That's... trading cards are a market that has gotten really predatory as well on the production side. Oh, God. Like, there's a point in which, like, trading card companies realized that there are people who will spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on this stuff. And they much would rather you send those thousands of dollars to them rather than, you know, to someone on eBay or something. It's like there's a lot of like card released stuff where they'll charge huge amounts of money for specific packs that have like higher rates of certain cards, and they'll create artificial scarcity through limited releases at much higher prices. And there's just a lot of like shady stuff those companies are doing now. Like, I used to play Magic the Gathering. And at some point that company lost me, where it's like, I just don't want to spend this money anymore. I just don't want to spend this money. I like playing the game. I was never into, like, the collector aspect. Courtney, thank you for the 2 Australian. Met a lovely dog today. Hug cross French. Atlas. Wonderful. Yeah, we've had a couple of people meeting dogs today. Nice. Ooh, ooh. I was hoping this slide would work, but I guess not. It's baby time. Baby went to the hole. Let me try to beat this level before we end the stream. There's a game I played back in the day. Hearthstone. Hearthstone is a great example of like what's kind of happened to all of these games. Hearthstone is a digital game, digital cards, things like that. And I played it from pretty much at the beginning. I was a very early player. And the way it was set up initially, as long as you were playing every day, completing your quests. You would essentially earn enough in-game currency to get enough packs to pretty consistently have, like, most of the cards. And then a couple times a year they would release a expansion that you could pay for with the in-game currency or with like $30 or something. And so overall, like, you could play Hearthstone and get literally everything that the game had to offer for about $100 a year. Which, if you're playing all the time, you know, that's not a bad deal. It's $100 a year you're throwing into a video game. But, you know, if that's a lot of hours, then... At some point, they changed the system. They changed it. They changed it so much. I started trying to calculate how much money I would need to pump into Hearthstone to be able to get what I used to, which was the various cards when they would release. And the answer was thousands of dollars a year. It went from a game that you could spend like $100 a year to play and get all the stuff, to a game that you would have to pump thousands of dollars every year to get the same thing. I was like, oh, no, probably not. What am I supposed to do here? I feel like oh, never mind. I just need to shoot eggs. I thought I needed a fire thing, but no. It was just egg. I was a fool. I was pretty disappointed about the Hearthstone stuff, because I did enjoy playing that game a lot, but that was just absurd. They don't have this kind of money. I don't even know. Is that game still around? Hearthstone is still around. I don't even know. Dang. Still around. Alright, it's still around. Bye. Never be able to justify spending money on seasonal content. Like, there's the way I see it. Like, you know, I obviously I come from an era where you buy a video game and you have the video game and that's it. But I do think that there's like business models that are not predatory, that involve you paying more than once. I just think that those are pretty rare. You know, if you're putting if you're putting a ton of hours into a game, if it's like the game that you play, I don't think it's unreasonable if they're constantly doing like new stuff for it. to be spending a certain amount of money on that game every year. But that certain amount of money should be like, I don't know, the price of a game. If you're getting like a new game worth of stuff every year, then paying a new game price every year, sure. That stuff is costly to develop. But they don't actually, that's not the money that they want. The money that most of these companies want is gambler money. They don't want you spending like $70, $80 a year. They want you to spend $700, $800 a year. They want a couple people to be spending $10,000. Oh, I missed Super Chat. Courtney Collins, thank you for the 2 Australian. Have you read any John Marston Tomorrow series? I have not. I have not read any John Marston. At least I don't think so. I'm trying to look up. John Marsden. Here we go. Yeah, no, I don't think I've read any of this stuff. Would you recommend John Marsden? I imagine you wouldn't bring him up if you didn't. Jesse, thank you for the $2. But what about horse armor? What about horse armor? I'm still anti-horse armor. I mean, pro-horse armor. If a horse needs armor, give that horse some armor. People are shooting arrows at a horse. I think there's a like a modern trend of like looking back at previous predatory practices and seeing that they were not as bad as the stuff that's happening now, and thus absolving them of sin. For instance, path of sin, greed. Do you understand? They're on the path of sin. It's the path that they're on. I think that stuff leads to where you are here. I think it's all bad. All that stuff was bad. It was bad then. It's bad now. I think cosmetic microtransactions are bad. There's a reason it's all like gambling boxes now. Get rid of the horse armor. Do not set us on this path of sin. That's what we're playing tomorrow. Path of Sin, Greed. On the PlayStation 4, tune in for that. Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess we're done. Steph Sterling often brings up a line from people within a big publisher. The execs don't just want a lot of money, they want all the money. Yeah. There is a definite... If you have a society structured in such a way in which corporations... in which corporations are legally required to make decisions that protect the financial interests of their investors. If you structure things so that companies are not legally beholden to society, but instead legally beholden to the financial interests of their investors, it's like they're only going to make decisions based on financials. Like, I know this... It sounds obvious to say that corporations act in their own financial interests, but I think it's important to recognize that this is not like some sort of natural fact about the world. This is how things have been intentionally shaped. Like, this is not a law of nature or something. There is legal reasons why why things are this way. Like, stuff does not have to operate like this. Yeah, I guess we're done. I guess that's it. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Epstein. Yeah, there's a bunch of Epstein emails got released today. I can't believe the that there are people who have claimed that they had nothing to do with Epstein, that were lying about that. Yeah, nobody cares. A lot of people care a lot, but we've definitely reached a point as a society where the people in power have realized that as long as they just put their fingers in their ear and ignore stuff, like, nothing's going to happen. They can just put their fingers in their ear, because anyone in charge of making something happen, anyone in charge of, like, the legal process or justice is just like someone who's their buddy. It's just their pal. You know, it's like if my cat Pancake or my cat Scallion, if they were in charge of some sort of big government organization, and I was the one who was in charge of dealing out justice when they erred, this would be a corrupt system, because I would just give them little pets and little treats all the time. And that's the system we have right now, where the people who are supposed to, protect you from from corruption, or the people who are giving little pets and little treats to the corrupt. Don't know a single far righter who is like, well, who knew? Guess I'll stop supporting Trump now. One thing I'll say, whenever this like point comes up, there are a number of like sexual assault allegations against and sexual misconduct allegations against Joe Biden. Not as extreme, but they're out there, and I don't think there's many people who are like, all right, I'm gonna definitely not vote for Joe for Joe Biden now. Because, you know, you're like, well, okay, but Trump is way worse. And I think that kind of mindset is just the mindset that literally everyone has now, where they're like, all right, well, our person did these terrible crimes. But obviously the other side is way worse. I think until people get to the point where they're like, all right, this stuff is unacceptable. Just blanket unacceptable. Anyone who does this, we're just going to be protesting them, just out in the street complaining about this until they step down, or until there's enough public pressure on others to force them to step down. No matter who it is. This sort of like Coke versus Pepsi of the U.S. government has created a situation in which people hate everyone in government. I mean, I genuinely don't think that there's many people who truly like people in government. Like, they're out there. I've seen them. There's not a lot of them, though. I feel like the majority of people don't like the government. Full stop. But the people in power have realized, all right, as long as we like never do anything about any of this, people will have no choice but to continue voting for their side. Or maybe like 4 or 5 people I like in government, I think. Yeah, I don't even know if I have 4 or 5. I just don't like the lot of them. It's just Bernie and AOC for me. AOC is one of those people who succumb to the evil influence of power almost immediately. Like, I know people like AOC. I think, for me, she's very much like, was it the 4th season of The Wire? I'm trying to remember what was the season with a politician who, like, runs on all these ideals, but is immediately corrupted. Which season of that was that? AOC kind of was like that. I remember, like, when she was initially running, like, there was a lot of stuff 4, I think. Yeah, I think it was 4. I remember she was very much of the opinion that, like, we should not be sending tons and tons and tons of weapons and money and stuff to Israel for them to continue their apartheid and genocide stuff. And And then she was elected, and one of the very first votes that came up was for continuing to fund Israel's military. And AOC at the time was trying to get on various committees, and they told her, they very clearly told her, okay, if you vote no on the Israel military funding, like, you have no chance of being on this stuff. And so within like the first year of AOC having been elected, there was a vote that came up on this stuff, and she voted not here. And when she did this, it was clear that like this was the moment where like she's succumbing to power, and she knew it because she's actually like in tears as she's making this vote. Like this is someone realizing that they're doing something against their own principles in order to obtain more power. And so she's tearfully voting not abstain. And then after the vote, she put out this like rambling apology, which let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this was in 2021. Yesterday, the House called to the floor a rushed $1 billion supplementary military funding bill for Israel's Iron Dome defense system. I want to be clear with our community. I am opposed to this bill, but ultimately cast a present vote. I want to be clear with our community. I am opposed to this bill, but ultimately cast a present vote. Let me begin with why I believe this bill should have been opposed, and which he didn't oppose, by the way. It describes the various reasons why she thought she should oppose this bill, and then her justifications for not opposing it. Certainly wasn't the first time people's well-being was tossed aside for political convenience. I do not believe it'll be the last. To those of I am disappointed, I'm deeply sorry. To those who believe this reasoning is insufficient or cowardice, which I do. I do believe this is insufficient or cowardice. I understand. She continued to, over the course of her career, over the next 4 years or whatever, make what I would consider to be deeply immoral decisions in exchange for an attempt at increasing her influence. There's a number of like events that have happened over the past couple of years where like there is like some sort of large protest that happens in response to some sort of government overreach or what have you, where AOC has shown up to a protest for like a photo op, and the people who are organizing the protests have put out public statements, and they're like please do not do this. Please, our the stuff that we're doing here is not for your to act as a stepping stone for your political career. She also ran cover for Biden during the genocide. Yeah, she is very much a very strategic politician. Like, I don't doubt that she has beliefs and ideals, but she has also shown consistently, like, from the beginning, that she's willing to throw those away if it means getting more influence and more power. With, I imagine, the idea of, like, at some point she'll have the ability to do the good stuff. But this is how the system turns idealists into people who only work to uphold the status quo. Like, the system itself does this to people. The only way to fight against this is to be an obstructionist, and you're not going to advance your political career that way. You're just going to be an obstructionist, which is what I think these people should do. But they don't want to do it because it will mean the end of their political career, and no one wants to be the person who's like sacrificing themselves for the greater good. These people are in politics because they want to increase their own power and influence. That's an obstructionist. Essentially using what power and influence you have to gum up the system. To, like, no individual in Congress, no individual in the Senate, no individual in government, well, with one exception right now, but typically no one individual has, like, any sort of ultimate power. Like, you, the only power that an individual has is to make things more difficult for others. So, like, Rand Paul actually tried this recently with the government shutdown stuff, where there's, like, procedural stuff where if everyone votes a certain way, they can fast-track stuff, but if there's one person holding out, then it requires them to go through the entire legislative process. So something that could take 5 minutes suddenly is going to take like half a week. And Rand Paul tried to do that unsuccessfully with the recent like bill to reopen the government, because there was a statute like snuck in at the last minute to ban hemp products. And Rand Paul is a at heart a libertarian, and actually went against one of the ideals he actually holds. So he did try to be an obstructionist in this instance. It just didn't really work. Like filibustering. Yeah, filibustering is one of those things. It's one of the tools they have. Stuff like this is why I get so frustrated when politicians are defended with, well, they were marching in the civil rights protests of the 60s. Yeah, it's been half a century and now they suck. We definitely live in a different system. we live in a very different political system than we did back then. I think it's a problem that nobody in power has any fear about repercussions of anything that they do. And I'm not really sure, like, how this is going to be fixed. Like, I think it is going to be fixed at some point. I'm not, like, I think it's going to take a while. Maybe I won't even see it in my lifetime. At some point, this stuff will change dramatically. Maybe for the worse at first. But I have hopes for an eventual future that is not quite as ridiculous as this. But people who wield power, there does need to be checks and balances. There does need to be repercussions for evil acts. if we as a species live that long. I don't really think there's going to be like some sort of world-ending apocalypse. I think it's much more likely that there's just going to be like this decline where increasing severe weather like creates crisis after crisis, where like a lot of the abundance that many parts of the world have experienced is going to wither away. I don't think the human species will vanish so much as things will just get worse for a long time. But you never know. Truthfully, outside of like 5 years, it's really hard to predict how anything is going to go. There's too many variables. If you had asked me 20 years ago to predict what 2025 would be like, I would have been way off. And that does go both ways. Like, the one thing that keeps me from being a complete pessimist, I'm only half a pessimist. Only half a pessimist is, you know, as difficult as it is to predict the bad things, it's equally as difficult to predict the good ones. If there is a bright future ahead, it is one that I can't see in the same way that I could not see this particular moment 20 years ago. You just never know. You just never know. I hope things are more stupid. I don't know if they'll be more. Definitely differently. You know, one thing that also that makes me feel less dire is going back in various points in human history and realizing how donked up things have always been. It's like, all right, yeah, I don't think things are good right now. I think things are extremely bad. You know what? I think things are unbelievably bad. And then you have Julius Caesar burning down docks and accidentally setting half of Alexandria on fire. Just people have always lived in times in which the people who rule them are making terrible decisions that ruin their lives. This is caught up in the human condition for ages. But you know, there is beauty to be found in this world. There is good times to be had amongst the chaos. We just gotta keep fighting, keep enjoying the little moments we can. There's always Chili's. I don't know if there's anything I can eat at Chili's. There might be Chili's for you. Focus on one little thing you can do to help. Yeah, there's very little that anybody watching this stream can do in terms of like national or global politics, but there are absolutely people in your community that you can help. 100%. You know, if you one thing that like I do pretty frequently, and this is This is because I don't get out of the house much anymore. One thing I do pretty frequently is there's a lot of people struggling. If you've got any extra cash, you can always find people on Blue Sky or Twitter or whatever who are like having a particularly bad month and struggling to pay bills, and you know, can send them a few bucks. When I was growing up, my mom was having a particularly bad month, and someone wrote to her who is because my dad, who had left us, owed him money. And my mom wrote back explaining that he didn't live there anymore because he had left. And apologizing for him not paying the guy back. And the guy wrote back sending like $100 and being like, "I'm so sorry that you're struggling now. Here's some money." And that saved us for for that month. It was like, you know, we weren't sure where to get food that month, and these little acts. That guy ruled. That guy does rule. I have no idea who that guy is. I don't even know if he's still alive. I have no idea how I would ever get in contact with that guy. There are people out there you can help. Even if all you can do is occasionally send some money their way. Even if all you can do is help them move some stuff, help them carry some stuff. Even if all you can do is write them a nice letter now and then. It's like 10 grand today. It was a lot of money back then, yeah. All right. Well, that'll be it for today. Thank you all for tuning in. Sorry about all the ranting at the end here. Have a great night, everyone. Great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. Farewell, everyone. I love you all.